Greetings, and thanks for joining me for Abilene State of the City 2022. I'm Anthony Williams, Mayor of the City of Abilene. 2021 brought with it challenges, some rivaling those of 2020, but also brought many accomplishments and celebrations. And I'm excited to share with you some of those great things happening in our community and city government this past year. Stay with me to see what's been going on within city departments and some of what you can expect in 2022. I would also like to walk you through an opportunity with myself and the council, the goals we've set for our city in 2022. Finally, it is my pleasure to announce this year's Odis Dalton Good Neighbor Award winner. I can't wait to recognize and share how this person has worked to continue the legacy of Abilene, Texas. But right now, I want to thank the residents, taxpayers, and leaders who work to make Abilene what it is today. You are the reason we're here, and you are also why we strive to serve you in this community. I would like to take a moment each year to review our city government structure and stress how at the very top of that structure, it is you, our citizens of Abilene, who drive everything we are to do. It is Abilene citizens and voters who elect the 7 of us who sit on the council, and it's the mayor and the council who appoint Abilene citizen city boards and commissions. The mayor, in consultation with the council, also appoints 4 positions within our city government: the municipal court judge, the city attorney, the city secretary, and the city manager. Next, the mayor and council are charged to the city manager to form and is oversight of city government to handle the day-to-day operations of business of the city. That includes the hiring of his deputy assistant city manager, the chiefs of police, both fire and police, and the directors of each city department. In total, the city manager and his staff manage approximately 1,300 employees. Twice a month, City Council convenes to take care of city business. That includes everything from reviewing the setting of our policy and ordinances to approving projects and expenditures that enable city departments to carry out the duty and services. All council meetings, locations, and agendas, along with those of every city board, are posted at City Hall and online at abilenetx.gov. You can also watch public meetings on Abilene Television Network and Sunlink Cable Channel 2, streaming on abilenetx.gov, and also on the City of Abilene, Texas Facebook page. The City of Abilene has much to celebrate and exciting things on the horizon for 2022. A lot of that is a result of the work done in 2021. Let's take a look across our city departments and see exactly how your tax dollars were used to grow and serve the city that we all love. Abilene Public Works Department is the big and busy place handling a lot of our city services. City engineers completed design and construction of over $11 million in road projects, while street crews patched almost 35,000 potholes. Crews also performed and repaired 108 miles of gravel alleyways across the city. Traffic services oversaw the relocation and incorporation of new traffic signal at Ridgemont and Rolling Green Drive. Solid Waste Services reinstated the collection of cardboard materials for recycling and launched a new phone and software system for improved customer service. Stormwater Utility Services began the implementation of Abilene's Master Drainage Plan. Staff is seeking out creative funding opportunities that will help cover the cost of improving the flow of water through Abilene when major storms hit. Stormwater Services also won the American Public Works Association Match Innovation Award for the major improvements made to Abilene's street sweeping program and our unique way of using street sweepers to spray herbicide to rid curbs and gutters of grass and weeds. Keep Abilene Beautiful completed construction and dedicated 5 monuments across the city after receiving a grant from the Governor's Community Achievement Award. Keep Abilene Beautiful is using another $5,000 grant to plant trees in city parks. Public Works Land Management Office finalized the agreement with Union Pacific Railroad, making way for the construction of the Cedar Creek Trail and pedestrian canopy structure. Land Management also completed work on the final section of the Fort Phantom lot sale project. To date, 255 of 307 lots offered for sale in the Lake Fort Phantom project have been sold. 2021 was undoubtedly a significant year for Abilene water utilities. Aside from the extraordinary work done in handling unprecedented February freeze, our water utilities completed the replacement and installation of more than 40,000 smart meters citywide, launched a new web-based customer portal for water customers to manage all of their service online, converted to a cloud-based billing system, exploring ways to acquire additional backup power generators for further strengthening system reliability in the event of another statewide power grid failure. The words extraordinary and unprecedented are practically old hat for the Abilene-Taylor County Public Health District. While 2020 brought the incredible challenges of the global pandemic, 2021 delivered too with the mighty task of mass vaccination over the last year. The Abilene-Taylor County Public Health District became a vaccination hub for the big country, seeing up to 2,000 people a day during the height of the mass vaccinations. Partnering with the Texas Tech University Health Science Center to conduct a community health needs assessment that will work to pinpoint health care and social service needs across Abilene and Taylor County. Work through the loss, remodel, and relocation of the Public Health District's main offices after a major flood in the February 2021 freeze. Our public health staff never discounted critical services even when having to move back and forth from temporary offices. City of Abilene's Department of Transportation Services has also had to ride through its share of pandemic's ups and downs in 2021. Abilene Regional Airport saw a rebound in passenger traffic to approximately 80% of pre-pandemic levels. A brand new airport fire station also went under construction and is set to open in a matter of weeks. CityLink Bus Services launched use of a bus locator technology so customers can track the location and arrival of time of their bus anywhere in the city. And CityLink is replacing outdated faded bus signs with new signs across the city. The Abilene Fire Department continues to deliver exceptional service and care to our city. Over this past year, the Abilene Fire Department set the bar even higher with new equipment and programs. Abilene Fire is now home to our region's Ambus, a mobile ICU that can provide 24/7 advanced medical transport and evacuation services for as many as 24 people during large-scale disaster. The Abilene Fire Department brought back its Business of Fire Inspection program with inspections set to begin in June. Abilene Fire Department established a dedicated team in charge of the aerial technology, getting a bird's eye view of emergencies. Abilene Fire Department acquired ballistic body armor for all frontline apparatus crews. Ladder 8 switched to 100% battery-operated ventilation and rescue tools. This eliminates the need to store oil and gas on the truck and reduces the maintenance costs. And department's paramedics were instrumental in our fight against COVID-19, helping administer thousands of vaccines and Hendrix monoclonal antibody treatments. 2021 was a historic year for Abilene Police Department. Marcus Dudley became the department's new chief, taking over January 1st. Through the course of his first year, Chief Dudley has worked with his team to see if the arrests made in all 8 of the year's murder investigations, restructure and reorganization of Abilene Police Departments to improve investigations and support services. This included adding a 3rd assistant chief, as well as Surveillance, Apprehension, and Tactics, or SAT team. This unit works to find local, state, and federal fugitives in our community. The addition of Police Department Sergeant dedicated to APD recruitment and neighborhood services activities. APD has a victim advocate and employee wellness coordinator on staff, improving service and overall well-being to victims of violent crime, and our own APD employees. Chief Dudley and his staff have also worked to improve community engagement by involving youth in activities with sponsored movie nights, a Juneteenth kickball tournament, a late-night basketball tournament, and conducting other new collaborations with area organizations. Abilene Animal Services continues to make tremendous strides in improving outcomes of saving 4-legged lives, despite that what can be a very difficult and challenging job. Take a look at these amazing numbers from from Animal Services. Last year, the shelter was able to reach an animal live release rate of 86%. That compares to a live release rate of 45% just 5 years ago. The community cat program successfully trapped and sterilized and released almost 700 cats in 2021, also working to reduce Abilene's feral and stray cat population. Animal Services pass-through spay and neuter voucher program also worked to promote low-cost spay and neutering, with local veterinarians processing 2,100 vouchers for the use last year. A new partnership with nonprofit All Kind Animal Initiative was announced. All Kind is taking the fundraising effort to build a new Abilene animal shelter. The Abilene Zoo is always an exciting place, and this past year has been no different. In 2021, the Abilene Zoo saw its highest zoo attendance in history at more than 276,000 visitors, opened the brand new $2 million Madagascar exhibit, launched a new website, celebrated the birth of 9 capybara pups, 1 zebra, along with the first birthdays of 3 giraffe calves, acquired 2 male warthogs, 2 striped hyenas, a female giant anteater, and a new species of antelope. Went even bigger and better with October Boo at the Zoo and the Christmas celebration days, covering the entire zoo in a beautiful Christmas lights, displays, and family activities. Abilene Parks and Recreation is geared up for a big 2022. And it's because a lot of behind-the-scenes planning that happened in 2021, as staff and administration worked to keep facilities open and service available despite challenges of the global pandemic. Now residents can get ready to see construction of the Cedar Creek Trail, improved walk trails at Sears, Redbud, and Nelson Parks, design a new splash pad at Lee, a new playground at Vaughn Camp and Rose Park, with Rose Park featuring parallel playground, a new bathroom at Cobb Park, improvement at Maxwell Golf Course and Stevenson Park, and completion of the new parks master plan that will guide design and development of Abilene Parks, Recreation, and Senior Aquatics infrastructure and programming for the next 10 years. Growth and development across the region translating to busier and busier days for the city's departments and planning development. Take a look at the ground our team covered in 2021. Planning Services worked 1,180 permits while covering 48 site plans and 87 plats. Building inspections permitted 587 new residential construction projects and 186 non-residential projects. That's while the average sale value of Abilene's single-family home increased by 5.6% from 2020 to $2,000 and $10,000. Code enforcement services performed almost 14,000 total inspections, with 6,400 of those being new code violations. 4,600 open code enforcement cases were closed by the end of 2021. Office of Neighborhood Services was able to complete 45 critical repair projects for Abilene homeowners while finishing 2 complete home rehab reconstructions. Neighborhood Services also helped 4 first-time home buyers get the funds they needed to buy their first homes. Being able to reopen to the public was a big win for the City of Abilene Library Services. With very limited services during the COVID-19 pandemic, library staff was ready and eager to reunite our residents in 2021. Over the year, they were able to introduce the use of more usable space at the public library, including reorganization of the main library's basement floor. Introduced new programs including book clubs in a box, homeschooling backpacks, and phone kits. To strengthen children's reading skills, the Cookbook Club and Stories in the Park are 2 of the new favorite programs. The 2021 Reading Club came back to in-person sessions with more than 3,500 people taking part. More than 10,000 people attended traditional programming activities at Abilene libraries in 2021, with another 700 participating virtually. Finally, the South Branch Library came back online as a secondary live broadcast location for the City of Abilene. As you may have seen, the South Branch staff has hosted our City Council and other board meetings, while council chambers at City Hall are under renovation to improve accessibility and broadcast functions. This past February, we had what I think is the most important workshop of the year. There's a second that follows, but the one in February sets the tone. The council has given the city manager 6 priorities: infill development, the downtown hotel, efficient and effective governance. We are trying to determine the most cost-effective way to oversee the city, street maintenance, and I-20 corridor development. These are some of the things we're striving to do as we address ways we can improve and elevate the life in Abilene, Texas. That economic development is the most important thing that we can do. Because when you have an opportunity to provide to our community ways that they can make a better living for themselves, I believe and we believe that provides dignity. And when more of us have dignity, the more and better Abilene can be and excel. It's been said that Abilene is not good enough for any of us unless it's good enough for all of us. Finally, it's my pleasure to share with you one of my favorite things about this time of the year. It is when I have the opportunity to recognize and honor a member of our community in memory of a great man in Abilene, Odis Dalton. Odis Dalton passed away in 2019 after a lifetime of work to unite, support, and lift up so many people in our community. In 2020, we created the Odis Dalton Good Neighbor Award as a way to keep his work and memory alive and celebrate others who fearlessly reach across community lines to improve the lives of others and build the best Abilene. In 2021, it was my pleasure to honor Public Health Director Annette Lerma as the Good Neighbor Award winner in light of her incredible work during the COVID-19 pandemic. And right now, it is my honor to name Dorothy Drones as a 2022 Odis Dalton Good Neighbor Award recipient. Mr. Drones joins me now. We have talked over the years, and I've been so impressed with a number of things that you have done. This recognition really is recognizing your work with Abilene's Women's Club, who's been around our community since 1926. I was talking to Pam, Odis's widow, just last night, and we're talking about this award, and she expressed to me that there's no one more deserving than this award. She so appreciates the way you have lived your life in Abilene and the way that you continue to serve this community. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm certainly honored to receive this award, and I'm certainly honored of the Dalton family. They have been a family that I've been acquainted with for many years. Odis Dalton was a great role model in the community. I've always watched his work, and I've been around him when he's communicated with others, and he did a tremendous job. Odis was a man that saw everyone as important and treated everyone as a neighbor. I couldn't be more honored to receive this on behalf of the Abilene Women's Club. The Abilene Women's Club has been around for many years. In 2018, there was a possibility that the Abilene Women's Club may have closed, but a group of women at a book club decided that no, we cannot let it go this way. So they came together, and since then we've been working together to make sure that the Abilene Women's Club is a vital part of the community. I was very honored when they asked me to be their president and put their trust in me that I could do this. We've been working together since I've become the president. We brought unity, togetherness, and we are working to strive to make this the best club ever. We've created diversity within our club, and the Abilene Women's Club is a group of dedicated women who want this club to strive. They work hard, they welcome nationalities from all over. We've had a wonderful year so far, and we're looking forward to having more great times.
Congratulations. I think it's very befitting in this month of March when we celebrate the contribution to women in our country that you are a recipient of this award that represents all that is good in Abilene. Also, in March, about 140 years ago, this community was founded. In fact, Abilene, on the 15th of March in 1881, the first lots were sold. Around 23 on that first day, on that a real cold, muddy day in Abilene, and on the very next, the 16th, 27 additional lots, a city was born. I'm so proud of this community, everything it stands for, and I'm proud of someone like you who loves Abilene and gives back.
Well, I love the community as well, and I would not have been able to receive this award without the dedicated women here in Abilene, especially the women at the Abilene Women's Club, because they're very dedicated, they're very welcoming, they've been working together. Our theme for this year is continuing to move forward together. That means that we just did not start now. We have been working on this process. And so I want to make sure that I commend all the women of the Abilene Women's Club. They're doing a wonderful job. They're very supportive, and we are having a wonderful time. We had a great fashion show a few weeks ago, and they looked amazing. Selena Fennell pulled it together and planned it, and everyone was very cooperative. Even we had a lady to step in that wasn't even a member of the club and did an amazing job. So I'm very proud of the women at the Abilene Women's Club. I'm very proud that the Odis Dalton family thought of me to receive this award. Thank you so much. I'm also proud of what you're doing in the community, because Abilene is changing. I came here in 1967 from Japan. I was so amazed when I got here, but I want you to know that Abilene has come a long way. We still have work to do, but I believe with men like you and women of the Abilene Women's Club, the people that they are, that we'll make it.
Well, I'm proud of you, and Dorothy, I'm proud of our community. Abilene is such a great place to live, and it's great because of citizens like you. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.